introduce yourselves. Emma, first of all, tell us who you are, where you're from, and what your prize is today, please.
So my name's Emma and I work for a luxury representation group called Bespoke Earth, and we represent a group of hotels in the Maldives called Atmosphere Hotels and Resorts. And today I'll be training on OBLU Select Sangeli, and our prize today will be a £50 Amazon voucher.
Super amazing. Thank you very much, Emma. We've also got Carlos that's nice and hot in sunny Mexico.
Muy buenos días, everyone. My name is Carlos Eguiarte. I am the tour and travel manager from this beautiful resort, Delta by Marriott, Riviera, Nayarit. We're going to have a lot of beautiful, warm presentation here because this is sunny outside. We're on the 30 Celsius, so we're going to have a great time. 2 nights, 3 days, and an all-inclusive for 2 will be the price. Welcome all.
Super. Thank you very much, Carlos. Okay, I'm going to hand over to you, Carlos. Take us to Riviera Nayarit.
Thank you so much. Okay. Again, thank you everyone for joining us today. We want to start showing you this beautiful video from our property. Please enjoy. Very good. Okay, now we go to the second phase. All right. Well, again, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. This is our beautiful resort. This is Delta Hotels by Marriott, Riviera Nayarit, an all-inclusive resort. As you probably, you might be a little bit surprised that even that is an all-inclusive, it's not on the beach. But you saw in the video that, we have a little bit of the beach. Yes, we do have a beach club, actually. I'm going to speak about it a little bit later on the presentation. But what you see here, it's our hotel. The hotel has over 212 rooms, which include 6 suites. Divided in 2 sections. Our sections are called towers, which is Tower 4, Tower 3, and Tower number 5. And the villa section, which is the location of our superior rooms. Also, we offer something quite special in the destination, as you can see below in the picture. This absolutely amazing water park, which the real name is Aqua, Jungle, and River, which I will talk about it through the presentation. Our location, as you can see, it's in the tip of the beautiful Sierra de Vallejo Mountains in Bahía de Banderas here in Mexico. A place full of nature, a place full of birds and, a lot of little, animals around that sometimes you get to see, sometimes you don't. Also, it's beautiful and quiet because our location is actually in a private development called Puerto Bahía. So, our guests come here and the first thing they notice is total relaxation. And that's actually our point. We're not a regular all-inclusive, as we're not a beachfront again. Our all-inclusive is more into the wellness and, into the relaxation, into reconnect with yourself and share, your those special moments with your family or your couple or your friends. That's actually the signature of our resort. And just very quick, if you're not familiar with the Delta brand, the Delta brand is actually originally from Canada. In Canada, they're very popular. And Marriott purchased this brand in 2019, and they decided to start this new adventure with the very first Delta all-inclusive, and they decided to, to settle right here in Riviera Nayarit, Mexico, because most of the Deltas, not only in Canada, but around the world where there is one, it's EP. In our case, we're the very first all-inclusive. Okay, so very quick to locate where we are. As you can see here, the airport is located with our neighbors in Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta, it's a very well-known destination. We're located in Riviera, Nayarit, which is actually Mexico's newest beach destination. We're surrounded by beautiful beaches, but very nice and small, fishing villages such as Bucerias, La Cruz, where actually this is our main location. Then this set of absolutely amazing beaches, Punta de Mita, which is the north part or the end of the bay and the north side of it, and where we have a very luxury development called Punta Mita, our Islas Marietas National Park, with their absolutely amazing hidden beach. It's an amazing place. Right now we're visiting, we're visited by over 500 humpback whales. So this is whale season now. Time to go out and enjoy this absolutely amazing natural spectacle. And just live in the bay in the north side of our area. We have amazing villages such as Sayulita, our magic town, where is the home of the surfing, the beach feeling, like the music and a very hippie chic atmosphere, right? And some other towns close by. And again, the town of Puerto Vallarta, which is about an hour away from us. The airport is about 35 minutes. And again, we're located right in this town called La Cruz de Guanacaste. Our resort, well, this is our lobby. This is where the magic starts. This is where we welcome our guests. Sorry. Let's see our rooms. Our rooms are divided into sections in 2 queen beds, maximum 4 people on them, with all the services, including Servi bar, which we fill out every day. It's a courtesy with water, juices, pop, as well as beer. We have also king-size beds, of course, maximum occupancy, 3 people. We have also cribs for babies, of course. All the rooms have their own private balcony. And we sell them like mountain view rooms, even that some of these rooms have certain views to our bay. Actually, all of them, we sell them. You will find them as mountain view room, right? Again, as you can see the differences. Let me tell you why, because we just opened tower number 5 in August, right? So that's why you see a little bit of difference between the regular rooms of Tower 4 and Tower 3 and the villa section with Tower 5, which just opened August 15, as well as our Jungle River, which we opened in July. The difference between the villas and the tower rooms are actually the bathroom, because in all the villa section, our superb rooms have this bathtub as well as the shower. Also, all our guests, in this case adults, that stay in the villa section or superior section, have a free 30-minute massage in our security spa. That's included on the rate. Of course, it's only once, right? They can take it, the day they decide between their stay, but that's one of the extras that they get from being in the villa or superior section. And this is the regular bathrooms in the towers section, right? It's only the shower, which is a very nice rain shower, we call them like that. And again, this is the difference between the 2 towers, Tower 3 and Tower 4, with the tower number 5. All right, again, beautiful views. This is the way that it is right now, very tropical, very green. We just, our rainy season just ended. So you practically feel somewhere in the world, you may imagine that this is Philippines or the Thailand or whatever. No, this is Riviera, Nayarit, Mexico, right? Very quiet, very beautiful. And again, this is what I was talking about. Well, a certain rooms, especially in the Tower 3 and Tower 4, have these views. To sunbathe and enjoy the day, well, our pools, we have 12 pools in total. This is the Half Moon section. This is our natural pool, which we also use for special events such as weddings, cocktails, and any other kind of events. This is actually the only pool that is not climatized. This is the only one that we don't do that because we, given the sense of a natural area, and that's what we call the natural pool. The rest of them are climatized, especially during the winter season, because the water gets cold, believe me. All right, this is Half Moon pool. It used to be our main pool. Now, with the park, it changed it changed that. Now it's not exactly the main, even that a lot of people like to stay there, but now they really prefer to go down to the park, and you will see why. All right, our areas to eat and enjoy excellent food. This is Huichol, our main restaurant at the moment for breakfast and dinner buffet. Our buffets during the night are different every single day. It's got this amazing little terrace too, especially now that the humidity is gone, and during the early in the day or later in the evening, it starts to get this nice cool breeze. It's the perfect place. We also use this terrace to, some special events like romantic dinners, the development of children, babies, for example, or a small cocktails up to 15 people max. All right, this is another view again of Media Luna area with our snack bar. The snack bar has exactly the same name. Opens at 11 all the way up to 7 for food and drinks. The food is a la carte, and the drinks, of course, non and alcoholic beverages. And the service is not only in the snack bar, also it's given in all this area, right? Of course, you don't notice here umbrellas because of the picture, but we actually have umbrellas, okay? This is not, it's not always like that. We have umbrellas to protect our guests from the sun. This is Comoredi, our specialty restaurant. It's, as you can see, teppanyaki style. And this is the only one that actually we request our customers to make reservations, because each tepan has only access for 10 seats. We have 4 sittings, 6, 7, 8, and 9 every single day. Of course, I'm saying PM, right? And it's excellent. And also, of course, that our chefs do the fire spectacle first, and then they serve excellent food. The food could be also for vegan people if they don't need meat or seafood. We also can fix vegan meals for them as well. This is our lobby bar. Opens every single day from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. We also have a quite large TV in case the people likes to watch sports and any other special event. Also, all our hotel is connected with high-speed Wi-Fi, which is absolutely free. Not only alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverages, also nice coffee is served in our lobby bar. This is Shaman, our sports bar, which during the weekends we have live music. Also, of course, with TVs for the special events and sports. Opens from 6 p.m. up to midnight. And we also have the services. We have 2 pantries, which is a signature from Delta. The difference between the regular Deltas and our Delta is that this is included for our customers. They find cereal, they find milk, coffees, hot chocolate, sodas, water, fruit, bread. They can fix their own sandwiches. We also have prepared sandwiches, yogurts, salads, etc., except alcohol. Everything else, you can find it here, because in our case, we do not offer room service, okay? So our customers can come anytime for 24 hours to get what they need. The only thing they need is their key, and there is no extra charge. What, in this case, there is a charge is in our Sicuria Spa, a very unique spa with excellent therapies and, of course, great service for massages, 10 units for 10 cabins, 8 for singles, and also 2 for doubles, especially, of course, for couples. The wet area, as well as each section has its own sauna, as well as its own steam room as well. And our, the gym opens every day, 24 hours a day, adults only. We do not allow children to come into our gym for security reasons. Remember, we have weights and all that. It could be dangerous for children. So it's only for adults. Opens again, 24 hours a day, every single day. Of course, free. Also, there is a private section for all those people that like to do yoga or Pilates. And during the weekends, we also have in our garden yoga, and in our Media Luna pool. It's a very great therapy. It's like sound therapy, absolutely free for our guests. This is during Saturdays and Sundays. All right, for special events such as this amazing wedding that it was in March, the ceremony was in the natural pool, as you can see. And the great thing about this is that right next to the pool, we have our events garden. And also we have a food truck, which now we serve buffet breakfast and lunch right here in the garden. So in the case our guests don't like to go to Huichol, well, they can eat also in our garden, which is very nice. Seats comfortably 200 people, included the dance floor in case that there is a party, of course, or over 50 to 60 people to use the food truck. Of course, you don't see it because in this picture was taken away, but the food truck you saw it on the video. It's located right here in the garden. Then let's go to Tonati. Tonati is our beach club. It's 10 minutes away from the hotel. We provide, of course, the transportation to our guests from 11 a.m. to 5:45 p.m. We serve great food, of course, all a la carte, as well as drinks. As you can see, beautiful, tropical, very refreshing drinks. Of course, excellent food. Some local, like the one you see right here, some local dish called pescado, which is fish, zarandeado. It's a very Nayaritas dish. And of course, we have the service inside our beach club or outside, as well as on the beach, with no extra charge whatsoever. We have also these little cabins, which are for rent, with the special services for our guests. The price is about $150 per day. Otherwise, you know, they can enjoy our palapas, which there is no fee. And again, they can have their drinks and their food served right on the beach. The beach is absolutely amazing. Again, remember, it's well seasoned. Sometimes you can see the whales, you know, breaching in front of you. All right. Not only during the day, Tonati can also be used for special events during the night. It could be weddings, it could be just a special dinner, it could be an anniversary, whatever, you name it. It could be, you know, any other special event. All right, this is Aqua, Jungle, and River, our new amenity for the whole family. Is really unique because there is nothing similar in this destination, as well as in Puerto Vallarta, like this one you see right here. You see in the kids section with the water slides and the, you know, the little games for the kids, and also part of the lazy river, which we have, of course, our floats. This is an aerial site of the park, which in your right side, you will notice, probably you will see a little, you know, jacuzzi right here. Well, we have these 2 elevated jacuzzis. The jacuzzis, my friends, are exclusively for adults, no children allowed. The children have plenty of, you know, sections where they can swim and play. They have their own area again, but also the other pools, but except the jacuzzis, which are only for adults, you know, is what they have, right? Water slides, as I said, the lazy river, and an exclusive bus service too that we have in our area here. Now, the times opens at 9 in the morning. For the kids section, it's until 6. And for the adult section, it's until 7. Why this early? Sorry, the problem is that it's, you know, it's quite large. So we have to, give it maintenance. And to clean them, it takes time. So that's why, in this case, we have to close at 7. But upstairs in Media Luna section, the pools close at 9. Just the service finishes at 7. All right. So, more views. Again, this is an absolutely amazing place. So tranquil, so relaxing that sometimes the people, they just love to stay there during the daytime. And again, another view. It's so tropical, so, so inviting, right? To be here, really. So for the lucky one that will be winning the prize, this is what you will enjoy when you come to Delta by Marriott Riviera Nayarit. Thank you so much, my friends. We'll see you in a bit. And remember that we have that prize. Thank you so much again, and we'll be with you during the questions. All right, bye-bye for now.
Thank you very much, Carlos. And don't forget, you can log all of your bookings and earn your points to get your free nights or your cash for Carlos's property. So thank you very much for that, Carlos. I'm desperate to go to your hotel because it looks incredible. Right up my street. Yes, exactly. So a big thank you. I'm now going to switch over. We're going across to the Indian Ocean, over to the Maldives. Emma, it's over to you.
Brilliant, thank you. I'll just share my screen with everyone. So thank you everyone for joining today. So today I'll be training on OBLU Select Sangeli in the Maldives. So OBLU Select Sangeli is part of the Colours of OBLU chain of resorts in the Maldives. So we have 4 resorts in total. Very, very different resorts, all of them, and all actually are very, very good for families, apart from OBLU Select Sangeli, which is our adult-only resort. But today we'll be training on OBLU Select Sangeli, which is our 5-star resort. So Sangeli is this beautiful island that you can see here. So we're located in the North Mali Atoll, which is a 50-minute speedboat transfer from Mali Airport. So it's really quick, really easy to get to if you have got families traveling to the Maldives. And one of the key selling points about all of our resorts is that we always include transfers within the price of the holiday. So if you've got a family of 4 or 5 people traveling, there's no additional costs with the seaplane or the speedboat transfer. So they're always included within the price of the holiday. So Sangeli is really quick, really easy to get to, 50-minute speedboat transfer from Mali. And you can see here just what a stunning resort Sangeli is. So Sangeli almost has the best of both worlds because it's perfect for families, but then we do have the adult-only areas as well. So this is the main island that you can see at the bottom here. So this is where all the action is during the day. This is where the main pool area is. You can see, while we don't have a lazy river in the Maldives here, we do have the slide into the sea. So there is some water-based fun there. And we also have this stunning house reef. So the reef is amazing for snorkeling for everybody. So everybody can go out there. You can snorkel straight from the beach or straight from the water villas. You can see the drops just here from the ocean. So really, really stunning to go snorkeling. The island that you can see at the back here, this is one Banyan Island. So when I say we're good for adults as well, this is an adult-only area by day. But during the evenings, children can go over to that area as well. So we have 137 villas in total at Sangeli. So it's not too small an island, but not too big an island either. And the all-inclusive is a premium holiday plan called the Serenity Plan. And we really cater well for food for children of all ages and adults. There's in the main restaurant, it's all live cooking and things like that going on, different themes every night. And there'll always be a pasta station and the chef will cook up different food depending on what your requests are. So we cater really, really well for children and everybody here. And we also have 2 a la carte restaurants at Sangeli, Just Swap and Just Grill. They're also included in the plan. And we also have children's menus available in those as well. And we have a beautiful spa at Sangeli that's located on the adult-only area. And we do have honeymoon villas as well if you are sending honeymooners to Sangeli. But also really good, we do have a really good kids club at Sangeli. So that's completely free of charge, included in the price of the holiday. And it's for children age 4 and above. If you have got children under the age of 4 that want to go and use the kids club, they absolutely can do that, but they just have to be escorted by an adult. So this is what Sangeli looks like. So as you can see, a relatively small island. Probably takes about 20 minutes if you're doing a slow walk around the whole of the island. Where the yellow lines are here, this is where our house reef sits. The honeymoon villas are down this end here at One Banyan Island. They also have their own area of house reef. Down the opposite end of the island, around here where Elle is, we have a really cool area called the Rock Bar. So in the evenings, this is all open with bean bags. They do a cocktail of the day, and this is where the sun sets. So it's really cool to sit here in the evening with a sundowner cocktail, watching the sun go down. There's swings in the sea here, so you can have your picture taken with the sun going down behind you. Really Instagrammable and a great place to make memories for all of the family. So this is just a close-up shot of what the One Banyan Island area looks like of Sangeli, and then the main island, so you can see the whole way around here. So really, really stunning, as you can see. All guests are met on arrival at Sangeli at our arrival jetty. Check-in process is really quick, really easy. You're all welcomed with a soft drink or a glass of champagne on arrival. We also have an app for our Colours of OBLU resort. So your clients can download the app before travel. They can check in on there. And then it just makes the whole process a lot quicker when they get to the resort. So if you have travelled a long way with children, if you've checked in on the app before then and added all your passport details, then you just whisked straight off to your room, which is quite nice. So we have a range of water villas, as you can see. These are with pool and without pool. So the ones without the pools face the reef, and the ones with the pool face the lagoon area. Our leading room types at Sangeli are our beach villas, and these are absolutely stunning. You can see they're opposite this lovely stretch of beach that you can see here. And this is the exterior of what these rooms look like. So they are really spacious in terms of size as well. They'll all have their own sun lounges and a private garden area. These are 81 square meters, and they do sleep a maximum of 2 adults plus two children, or 3 adults plus 1 child in the room. So really beautiful room for an entry-level room type. It's got the lovely 4-poster bed that you can see here, dressing area through the back there, and they all have these beautiful open air bathrooms with the twin sinks, shower in the middle and bathtub at the back. So they really, really are beautiful rooms, and a really strong lead-in room type that we can fit 2 extra children under the age of 12 in here as well. And then we have our beach villas with pools. So again, these are the same in terms of style, but they just have the pool on the outside, and they're on the opposite side of the island. So you can sort of see the other angle of what the rooms look like here. And then these are really good for families. So we have our 2-bedroom beach suites at Sangeli as well. So these have 2 completely separate bedrooms, and we do have the ability to take up to 4 adults plus 2 children in these. So if you've got someone traveling with teenagers, these rooms are perfect. Or if you have got extra children in the room, they're good for that as well. So they'll sleep a maximum of 2 adults plus 4 children, 3 adults plus 3 children, or 4 adults plus 2 children. And they're completely self-contained rooms, 2 separate bathrooms as well. So again, the interior is very similar to our other beach villas anyway, but this is the master bedroom. And then this is what the second bedroom looks like. So these are full-size twin beds. I have been here before. I've done the bed test. Like, I can sleep on these quite easily. So these take adults as well in this room. So you could have 4 adults, 2 in each room if you wanted. Everybody has their own separate TV. You can see the interconnecting door here that goes through to the parents' room. And then they also have this lovely living area as well. So when extra beds are put into the rooms, they can either be put in the twin bedded room or in the master bedroom. And then you've still got this nice living space as well, if there are 6 of you in the room. So really, really spacious. Again, they all have the beautiful outdoor bathrooms. And then not forgetting our water villas. So the water villas are stunning as well at Sangeli. So they're really close to the reef, so really good for snorkeling. So the water villas actually sleep 3 adults in total. We do allow children in the room, so you could have 2 adults and 1 child travelling under the age of 12, but all customers have to sign a disclaimer if they are travelling with young children to stay in this room type. So that can be done in resort to say they're happy and they'll look after the safety of their child while they're in the water villa. And then the bathrooms in here again are completely stunning. So you can have a nice bath in the bathtub and look out at the views to sea. And the water villas with pool. So exactly the same on the inside, just they have the pool on the outside. and these stunning views from the decking area. Very, very private as well. And if you do have honeymooners booking Sangeli, we also have our honeymoon ocean villas that you can see here, which come with this lovely pool area. We have 6 of these in total. They're very different in style on the inside, as you can see here. They also have a retractable roof over the bed, so you can stargaze at night, which is quite a nice little selling point. And that's just another view of the decking area, so very private. So Sangeli caters really, really well for everybody, really, because there's like separate areas for separate people if you want to. And if you want to be completely private, obviously we've got one Banyan Island if you don't want to be around the children. The pool area here is fabulous. We've got lots of sun loungers around the beach. We have a little dipping pool here for the children as well. There's always activities on, so like beach volleyball, yoga, Pilates in the morning and things like that. They have a pool party at Sangeli as well every Saturday around the pool. So there's lots of interaction around here and lots going on. And this is just a close-up of the aerial shot, again with the slide into the sea. Sangs is the main pool bar area, so this is where everybody hangs out during the day if they want to have a drink, or in the evenings. This is where all the evening entertainment happens. So the evening entertainment, there's quite a lot that goes on at Sangeli. So in the evenings they'll do things like crab racing. We have a band that come on in the evening as well. Every Friday night there's an Indian Ocean night, which is really good for everybody to enjoy, because all the staff get together and put on a show for everybody staying there. So it's really good to interact with that. This is the main restaurant, so the courtyard, which is the main buffet restaurant. Stunning to sit here as well in the morning, have your breakfast, looking out to the Indian Ocean. And then this is one Banyan pool. This is the infinity pool here on our adult-only island. So in terms of what's included within the all-inclusive Serenity plan, so breakfast, lunch and dinner is always included at the courtyard. We always serve afternoon snacks as well from 4 till 6:30 around the pool. And then we do have 2 a la carte restaurants as well, which are included within the plan. So Just Grill and Just Walk. So they're located on one Banyan Island, but children are allowed to dine there in the evenings. And there's 2 separate sit-ins. So there's an earlier sit-in for the children and then an earlier later setting for adults only. So if you have customers that are staying here for a week, 2 meals will be included within the plan, which can be taken at either restaurant. Or if they're staying for 8 nights, 3 meals are included and they can be taken in either of the a la cartes. Or 12 nights, then 4 meals are included, and your customers can decide which a la cartes they want to dine in. And then in terms of beverages, so we always include premium drinks. So Sangeli's our 5-star option, so it's always premium drinks included. A selection of 16 different cocktails and mocktails. Your regular soft drinks and things like that are all included. We also include the mini bar, which is replenished with soft drinks, water, beer and wine as well, plus snacks. So your snacks are readily available for the children as well in the rooms and for the adults, obviously. We have an overwater gym here, which is all included in the plan. As I mentioned, the children's club's all included in the plan as well. But in addition at Sangeli, because we like to give more within our Colours of OBLU properties, we'll also include some activities. So we'll include a complimentary sunset fishing excursion, which all guests can do when they're staying here, which is quite nice. So you get to go out on a boat for the day, in the evening. And we always include a complimentary snorkeling trip, which is good for everybody to go on as well and try. And we'll always include all of the snorkeling equipment. The non-motorized water sports, again, they're all included as well. So your kayak and pedalos and things like that. A key selling point for Sangeli as well, and this is one for the mums and dads that are traveling, are the spa treatments. So we'll always include 1 45-minute spa treatment per person in the plan for every 4 nights your customer stays at Sangeli. So if they stay for 2 nights, then if they stay for 8 nights, then 2 spa treatments will be included. If they stay for 12 nights, it's 3 free spa treatments included. So cumulative offer, and the longer you stay at Sangeli, basically the more spa treatments you get included in the plan, which is a really good selling point for the Maldives because it is quite pricey. So that's at the end of my presentation for Sangeli. So I hope you all enjoyed it.
I think everybody loved it, judging by all the love hearts and things that you was getting. So yes, thank you very much, and great about the spa treatments. So yeah, I hope you was all listening very carefully. We've got a couple of questions that are coming up, but before we do that, Stephen, are you there?
I am there. I am here.
Hello, young man. How are you doing?
I'm okay. I've obviously I've just come back from Hollybobs this morning, and I think I've got some sort of throaty thingy. So if I fade away or start to get croaky, please accept my apology in advance.
Will
I will
do.
do my very much my best to accommodate everyone.
Super. So you're going to take us all the way to Tobago. So we're skipping
I
across
will
to
do. Okay, let me try and take you. Oops, I did it wrong again. I've got to stop sharing.
Carissa, any questions, pop in the Q&A and we'll do them just at the very end.
Now, hopefully everyone can hear me. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's where I wanted to start, yes. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to take you on a very brief journey around Tobago. Obviously, I know that the focus is very much on families. So I'm going to try and add some of the key selling points with regards to family activities in those particular areas and useful information for you. I mean, I'm presuming some of you guys who are attending have attended some of the Discover Tobago webinars that we've done over the last few months. And so should have a good overall view of our destination. But for those who haven't, hopefully this will be informative. And of course, if you have any questions, please pop them in the Q&A section. Now, I always start off now by reminding people, not only do we have Tobago Rewards, which is part of the reason why we're here, but we're also about to introduce OTT Tobago, online training program. For those guys in the States, there is discussion about having a new training program dedicated to our American colleagues as well. So please just look out for the announcements on social media, etc., and we will announce it once they have become available. Now, this video really desperately wants to start. This is a brand new video. We only showed it for the first time about a month ago, or about 3-4 weeks ago at our Discover Tobago webinar. It's a brand new video focused on festivals. And I actually thought it would be really appropriate for this little webinar because we have festivals throughout the whole year, and they are extremely family friendly and inviting. So without further ado, because I have a nice little journey around Tobago to take you on, I just want to show you this beautiful brand new video on Tobago's festivals.
The Tobago Heritage Festival is us as a people reenacting with our old traditions, full of dance, music, drums. It is the spirit of Tobago.
This is an island of celebration. From the Black Rock Festival to the Harvest Festival and everything in between.
In one specific village, we celebrate this harvest, and you don't even have to know the people. You just come in and we welcome you, then you enjoy the festivity. You could go from house to house.
The impact of our music or drumming or singing or dance is its ability to bring people together, but it's also that idea of heritage that we connect to all the time.
Anytime I hear the music or hear the drumming, it raises something in you.
If you don't come to our island and do a bit of revelry, you are missing out. Music is the pulse of our people. It's the way we express ourselves.
Tambourine originate in this community.
We love that music. Once we hear it, we had to go. The feeling, the scene, we had to get up, we had to dance.
The Tobagonian dances, we have a number of influences, a lot of the footwork, a lot of the groundedness, which is representative of our African tradition.
Most thing we're famous for is the brush back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
When you move, you feel. When you move, you engage. And when you move, you inspire.
Tobagonians love to dance. Even our birds love to dance.
Wake up, people, wake up.
But amidst all this sound of different things and different cultural activities, what I really enjoy is a peacefulness that comes through all of it.
We are a beautiful people, the people of Tobago. We show love and respect to strangers and hope that they will enjoy the island whenever they visit. Tobago is love. Tobago is unity.
Tobago is a rhythm.
Tobago is community.
Tobago is family.
Tobago is tranquility.
Tobago is
And there you have it. That's our brand new video promoting the culture and the vibe that Tobago has. Now, just to put that in perspective with regards to families, you know, as you guys have just seen, some beautiful, beautiful properties around the world, and a lot of properties in the whole of the beautiful Caribbean area have great properties which feature huge children's clubs and lots of children's activities. We've got a couple of properties. I think Cocoa Reef comes to mind, Magdalena, Turtle Beach, as well as a couple of other properties as well. But the key focus for coming to Tobago, particularly with your family, be it in couples or your family or small groups, is because you want to come to a destination that is authentically Caribbean. And what does authentic mean? It means it's not, there's no big modern properties. It's all authentic, it's all stylish. You know you're in the Caribbean, in the real Caribbean. And as that video just showed you, it's about getting out in the community and meeting the people. But you know what, I'm going to ramble on, and Sarah's going to say, Stephen, hush up. So anyway, onwards and onwards. Just as a quick intro, Tobago is part of Trinidad and Tobago, always has been, always will be. We are one country, two islands, but our focus is on the beautiful island of Tobago. As you can see, it's only about 20 odd miles away from Trinidad, and it's about 20-minute flight between the islands. The island itself is 25 by 7 at its widest point. It only takes about an hour and a half from Crown Point area down here all the way up to Speyside, which is where Blue Waters is up here. The island itself is incredibly beautiful. This northern Caribbean side has a plethora of beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous things to see and do and explore, and amazing scuba diving and activities and cultural activities and festivals around the southern coast here as well. But I'm going to take you on a little bit of a journey after I say how you get there. British Airways twice a week, direct from London Gatwick, stops in St. Lucia, but passengers do not get off. 3 times a week from, to Port of Spain, again, British Airways. So again, I just said 20-minute hop down from Port of Spain to Tobago. So very, very easy. Lots of different options for people to get there. There's also connections, a number of connections. You can do, if people have Virgin points and they specifically want to use the Virgin points, they can fly via JFK or via Barbados. And offer 2 center options. And as you can see, there are a number of different ways that people can get to Tobago. So still very, very easy to get to. Brand new airport. Haven't got the final date of when it's going to happen, but I like to remind people that there is activity going on in Tobago. So we should be seeing a new airport fairly soon. Now, the island itself. We're going to start off in that southern western area. Again, the focus is very much on family activities. So yes, this is the area where you have Cocoa Reef. This is the area where we have nightlife. There's loads and loads of restaurants and restaurants and dining options down in the southern western tip. But one of the key little things is Pigeon Point Heritage Park, which is this image here. Now, yes, it's a gorgeous beach area, loads of different water sports, gentle, as well as the more vigorous and more action-packed for teenagers or for adults as well. But we also have, and you can see from this video clip, the bioluminescence. That starts off in Pigeon Point and goes over here to the Bon Accord Lagoon. Now, the reason why I'm going to make a particular point about this is when I've done this with the activity organizers down here, some of my agents have actually asked me, this is on Fantrips, some of my agents have actually asked me, can children do this? And they've said, yes, they can. And they said it's down to, I think it's about starting at age of about 5, believe it or not, and it's down to the parents. If you know your child, and if you know your child can sit in a kayak and is perfectly fine. Everyone has life jackets on anyway. But yes, what he's done is given the parents a three-seater kayaks. Because obviously the kids aren't going to really contribute to the power, and the parents sit on either side of the child, and they've said it's touch wood, it's been absolutely fantastic. So again, I mean, normally you'd think of this as a sort of a beautiful, romantic, and fantastic experience for adults, but children can participate in that as well. So I just wanted to make that little point there. We're now on to the next one. Yes. If we travel up along this coast here, now this is where there are a number of properties, Mount Irving Bay, Stonehaven Bay, Grand Corlin Bay. There's a number of properties all along this area here. Now, if you stay in any of those properties there, particularly between March and September, you will have the opportunity, or the families will have the opportunity to see the huge giant leatherback turtles coming and laying their eggs there. I took a fam trip in May this year, and on our first night, we saw a huge leatherback turtle come up to lay her eggs. It was mind-boggling, absolutely amazing. If you've never seen it, if you've never had that experience, it is incredibly beautiful. Now, with the hatchlings actually happen about approximately 6 weeks after the eggs have laid. And there are monitors on the beach every night during that whole period to take note of when the leatherbacks have come up to lay their eggs. So they have a good general idea of when the hatchlings come out. But that is kind of more luck of the draw to be there at the right time to see the hatchlings, because obviously when they come out and they just make their mad dash to the sea. But yes, again, another amazing, beautiful experience for everyone, for all. So yes, let's carry on a little bit further up in the island. Yes, and then we come to what I call the sort of authentic, down-to-earth Caribbean experience. You've got Castara Bay, you've got Palatuvier Bay, which are basically gorgeous, beautiful villages. This is Castara here, this is Castara Retreat overlooking Castara Bay, and just underneath here is a little school where you just hear the kids playing. It's just absolutely gorgeous. That is my favorite place in Tobago, this beautiful village here. Just down the road is Palatuvier. Again, it's just a gorgeous fishing village. Both of these, every single morning, the fishermen come out and pull in their nets. And in between both of these gorgeous villages, you've got Englishman's Bay, the most picturesque beach area. As you can see, it's got a plethora of 15 different hotels. No, it doesn't. It has got nothing built on it. It's just got one hut, which is a restaurant upstairs, a cafe, bar, gift shop downstairs. That is it along this huge stretch of gorgeous, pristine beach. Bloody Bay is just as beautiful. So, if you want to get that, sometimes I think you bring your family to enjoy the things that you enjoy. And if you really appreciate this real down-to-earth, just gorgeous environment and being in the environment, then, then this is a perfect place to bring the little people, to bring the little ones. Anyway, let me carry on around the island. Yes. And if we go to this top northern tip here, there's a small town called Charlottesville. And then at the very bottom, as you can see from the arrow, is Speyside. Now, all around this area here is fantastic scuba diving. Just, again, bringing in the kids, snorkeling. Beautiful, gorgeous snorkeling areas along this coast, and actually along this Northern Caribbean coast, particularly around Castara Bay and Palatuvier. Amazing little gorgeous areas with coral, easily accessible coral, quite shallow and easily snorkelable, if that's a word. But yes, scuba diving all around here and down on the southwest as well. But gorgeous, gorgeous snorkeling opportunities available, crystal clear waters and lots of marine life. And as I continue around, come on, next slide. Told you to come on. Right, the next slide brings me down to Roxborough area here. Now, Roxborough is the home of Argyle Falls, which is this beautiful, gorgeous, three-tiered waterfall. Now, actually, if you look at the map, there are actually a number gorgeous waterfalls. Now, the reason why we have them on the map is because they are all accessible. They're all equally easily accessible. Now, I will say Argyle Falls is the most spectacular because it's three-tiered and really large. But Parletouvier waterfall I've been to, Castara waterfall I've been to, are actually more easily accessible. And they are just, they're much more simple, but very beautiful. And with both of those, villagers, local people, and visitors alike go to the waterfalls to just have a picnic, just to chill out for an afternoon. So again, another little way for the family to enjoy the sort of natural environment that Tobago has. And then, of course, we have the pristine rainforest, the oldest protected rainforest in the Western Hemisphere. I always tell people they must get a guide, only so much because if they don't, they'll be walking for 2 hours just looking at the greenery. And with a guide, as you can see from this is a fam trip. They stop every 2-3 minutes and explain what you're seeing, what you're hearing. Again, a fascinating experience for all ages. And these are some of the most gorgeous, you've got 6 different hummingbirds, you've got the blueback manakin, which you saw in the video earlier on, and you've got the Trinidad motmot. It's called the Trinidad motmot because it is a subspecies of its own. It only lives in Trinidad and Tobago. And yeah, it's the king of the forest. It has no predators. So yes, really beautiful. So again, you don't have to be interested in bird watching, but just taking that nature trail and just discovering what the beauty that Tobago has to offer, the natural beauty. Again, it's a fantastic morning, a fantastic little excursion. And of course, the waterfalls are a gorgeous little natural experience. If you notice, with regards to everything I've pointed out, it's all natural. It's all about being close to nature, be it on the water or be it on land. And finally, we continue the journey around Tobago. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are tons and tons of other little bits and pieces to do and see, but we'll be here for an hour, and I'm sure Sarah wouldn't like me to stay on that much longer. We finish off in Scarborough, the capital. It's got the Fort King George, which is where our museum, our National Museum for Tobago is. Really fascinating. You learn all about the original Indians who lived on the island. I've recently discovered that the island was once called Alapia. I need to research that myself before I start adding it to presentations. But yeah, it's really fascinating, not only showing from colonial times, but pre-colonial times. Really fascinating. And of course, it's the capital, so there's loads of restaurants there and loads of other shopping opportunities there as well. So yeah, gorgeous, beautiful. And then we finish off going around and ending back in Crown Point down the southwest. So that's my little quick journey around Tobago. Hopefully you found it informative. Hopefully you can see the opportunities for both couples as well as families visiting Tobago. It is all about being close to nature, and it's all about the natural experience. And that's it. Thank you very much.
Super amazing. Thank you very much.
Okay. I shall stop sharing.
We've got a couple of questions that have come in. Emma, this one's for you. Yolanda's asked, when is it rainy season in the Maldives?
So traditionally, rainy season is May through to October. However, it can actually rain any time in the Maldives, so you just don't know. But it's normally short, sharp showers, and it's still really hot whatever time you go. I actually went in September this year, and we didn't see any rain all week. So we were really lucky.
No, it's good. Tropical island. That's what you get.
Exactly. Yeah, you could be on one island and look out to sea, and you might be in glorious sunshine, and they might be in rain. So it's just, you never know.
No, exactly. Neil has asked for you, Stephen, is Tobago LGBTQ friendly?
You know what? That was recently asked on another presentation, and we had our local representatives on island, and they said it's a work in progress. It is definitely a work in progress, but is it open and inviting right now? No, it isn't. But it is a work in progress. Having said that, I'm on the presentation alone. You do see LGBTQ people in Tobago. It's not as if people don't visit Tobago, but they don't promote it. It's not something that they openly say. Hopefully that answers the question.
Perfect, thank you. Alan's asked a question. Alan, can you let me know which client you're talking about? Because he's asked when is hurricane season. So obviously it's monsoon season or rainy season that Emma's just answered. Stephen, it could be aimed for you. So
we're underneath the hurricane belt. We haven't had a hurricane since 1963, and I always touch wood when I say that. But for the Caribbean region as a whole, it's from about June, July through to about November. It's kind of the summer months, which is traditionally, historically, hurricane season. Tobago, we regard that as just rainy season because you have more chance of a tropical storm or some sort of rain. But we don't get the hurricanes. They come in a little bit further further north in the Caribbean.
Super. And Carlos, you don't have any hurricane seasons, do you, or do you?
Yeah, it's exactly the same as Stephen is saying. It's exactly the same seasons. But we just remember that we're located in a very big bay, and the bay is surrounded by very high mountains. So it's even we had one just recently, Hurricane Lydia, which it was a Cat 4 for us. Not the one that hit Acapulco. That's a very different story. It was hit by a Hurricane Cat 5. In our case, it went to the south, so it practically crashed into the mountains, and we just got a tropical storm winds, but not much damage. No, just fallen trees and things like that, but that's about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Super, thank you. Tina, she's asked a question. Emma, I think this is the one that's already been emailed to you. It's about the fast track at the Mali Island. Tina, Emma's already emailed you with regards to this. It's the DMCs that normally would arrange any form of fast track for you, or I suppose if the clients are on business class as well, that would assist with any form of fast track. Jessica has asked, what are the price points on these gorgeous rooms? I know this is when you were speaking, Emma, and it was that room, the leading room type.
Oh yeah, the beach villas. So I was actually just doing some price checks this morning. So in low season, which is June, so you're looking about £2,500 per person, but obviously almost £1,000 of that is your flight. So they do come in at a really good price point.
Yeah, super. Thank you very much. Stephen, Celine's asked, what are the main activities in mainland forest shown on the map?
Within the rainforest, the main activities are touring, walking. You can do mountain biking in the forest. It's about being with nature. So we don't have any zip lines or anything man-made in the rainforest. It is a rainforest. It's a protected rainforest. So there's no incursion, no cutting or reclaiming of land or wood or whatever. It's all basically kept as natural as possible. And so with regards to your visitation and your experience, it's all as natural as possible. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so Carlos?
Yeah, sorry, very quick, Sarah. I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention one of the questions because I was reading. Somebody asked me, I forgot the name of the agent, but if we had golf courses nearby, yes, we do have actually 5 golf courses nearby. So yeah, for those guys that would like to play golf, we have plenty of that. Yeah, sorry, I just forgot to mention.
No worries. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we get to the part of the day where we ask you the questions. So we'll see if you've been listening. So each of our hosts today, I've got a question for you that was covered during the presentation. As a reminder, every single person gets 1 prize draw point. If you are the fastest finger with a correct answer, you get 10. And then tomorrow I'll put you all in a spin to win magic wheel and I will let you know who the winners are. So Carlos, do you want to go first? And this is in chat.
Yes. What's the name of our specialties restaurant? I hope they remember. The name of
your specialty restaurant.
Yeah.
Restaurant names are always hard.
The Japanese name, but I hope they remember. No, sorry, that's our main. Oh no. I said it only once, but I don't know. No, it's our specialties yes. Yeah. We got it. Komorebi, that's correct. Yes. They remember. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Holly, you were the first person. You got your 10 points. Emma,
For me, my question is, so when you arrive at Mali Airport, what is the mode of transfer that we include to get to Sangeli? So the answer is speedboat.
Perfect. That is Carissa. Carissa, just popping your name down. You got your 10 points. And last but not least, Stephen.
Okay, I mentioned Argyle Falls, but I also mentioned two other falls which were more easily accessible than Argyle Falls. Can you name one of the two? I might be wicked and ask you for both. I need to get the chat up, don't I?
Let me know
finally have it.
your correct answer.
What have I got here?
Remembering names are always really hard.
April. Yeah, she's well. I don't know about Rainbow, but where's Rainbow Falls? Did I mention that one? There is a Rainbow Falls on there, but it's Castara is the it was Castara and Paletuvie were the two that I mentioned, which were easily accessible and much more easily accessible than the Argyle Falls. But yes, there is a Rainbow Falls. There is one. Yes.
Super, April, you've got your 10 points. So a big, massive thank you to everybody for joining us today. Thank you to Carlos, Emma and Stephen, completely trade friendly. They love you. They want to help you. If you need anything, let them know.
Merry Christmas. Feliz
Yeah, have a lovely Christmas, everyone.
New Year.
And Merry Christmas to you guys. And thank you for your support this year and for giving us amazing presentations.
Superb.
You're
Wonderful.
welcome.
Merry Christmas to all. Thank you very much.
Happy New Year. Yes.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Take care, everybody.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye, bye, bye.